Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel One Take Commentary. In today's video, now I wanted to overall give off my take on AI, because I know there's some people I feel like has like mixed feelings. People don't know how to really feel about AI. Like, you got some people out there where they are using it. You got some people that's against it. They're like, no, AI don't need to exist. We need to abolish it. We need to get rid of it. And I know people will probably ask me, like, how do I overall feel about it? At the end of the day, if it's not being used for bad, then yeah, go for it. Because I know I be mainly be doing like if I'm like looking up some information where if I can't find it on YouTube or if I can't find it through Google search or nowhere else, yeah, I'll go and ask Chat GPT. I'm like, hey, give me some info about this video game. And it gives me info. And I'm like, and that's the thing where it's like, if it's not accurate information, I'm like, okay, then it's one of those things where I just gotta see whatever it is that I'm looking for. I just gotta see it for myself. So I think that's another thing that AI, it's kind of like a hidden agenda with it, is that we shouldn't base all of our information off of the internet. Like, we should just go out and just see things for ourselves and stuff. So at least then we could give a little bit more of an accurate answer versus going based off of a Google search or going based off of AI or a YouTube video or whatever. You're hearing it either from the person's mouth, depending on the sake of the conversation, yeah, hearing it from the person's mouth, or you're seeing it for yourself. But yeah, I know there's been times like where Chat GPT, for an example, where I ask it a question. Sometimes the answer may be accurate, sometimes the answer may not be accurate. And it's one of those things, because I know I've asked it questions about me. I'm like, who is T-Moz Boss? They were like, T-Moz Boss is a white man in Florida. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, time out. And I'm like, flag on the play. Never been to Florida. Clear as day, I'm now the white man. What are you talking about? So it's not, but I'm just saying that as a joke. Like, it hasn't actually, but I remember I did ask it a question about myself, and I'm like, that's not accurate. I'm like, I don't know where you got a hold of that information, but I'm like, that is not accurate at all. But that's the thing though about AI that I think a lot of people need to understand, is that it's a learning tech. It's like it's like learning technology. It's not, something where it's like Google, for an example. If I could compare AI to something, yeah, Google. So Google, in my opinion, that was probably the closest that we've ever been to like that AI conversation where we search up something and then it just gives us all these different answers and stuff. So and then yeah, then like with Chat GPT, well, what I guess the difference between Chat GPT and Google is that Google, they'll just give you like a bunch of different results. So they're giving you out millions of answers versus, yeah, Chat GPT, they try to like sum it up in things and be like, look, bruh, you getting this short answer. You gonna just have to accept it. But yeah, me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with that. And I know there's gonna probably be some people out there where they do see stuff wrong with it, and they're all like, no, I don't like that. I don't like how AI is just it, like, I guess like it's too like communicative. Like, it talks as if it's like an actual person and things. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how else. I guess like if I was developing an AI service myself, I'm like, well, how else am I supposed to do that? How else am I supposed to go about developing it and things? I think the main issue with AI is that, yeah, there's gonna be people out there using it for bad. Where it's like I ain't seen situations where people have like used AI to, so like, let's say there's a female content creator and let's say she's attractive. Even if she's not, still you got some weirdos out there where it's like, whether she is or isn't, like, it'd be some 600-pound woman. It's like, yeah, they gonna go and try to do some things with AI regarding that individual. And yeah, it's like stuff like that. I'm like, I wish that, AI, it would get to that point where it's like it could detect that somebody's using it for bad and be like, hey, I'm not gonna do this. Like, this is a no. Like, I can't, because I know there's been times like, because Twitter got like an AI service thing on there, and yeah, there's times where it'll let me know like when stuff is illegal, when stuff isn't, like, or if it's just, just doing some old random stuff and things. But yeah, no, it'll let me know like, hey, yeah, you can't do this. Like, if it's like one of them like prank videos where it's all like, you see where people be asking, hey, I think it's call it like Grok or something like that. They were like, hey, Grok, is this against the law? And yeah, it'll let you know. And they'll be all like, yeah, this is against the law. You can't do this in these states, these countries. And so, yeah, I think like if AI is being used for good, then I don't see a problem with it, you know. But I mean, yeah, if AI is being used for bad and we find ourselves like in a I'm trying to think. Yeah, like an iRobot situation, you know, where it's like we gotta rely on what was that main robot's name? He like Sunny or something like that. You know, fun fact about that robot, that's the dude that plays in Resident Alien, the like the main guy in the show and stuff. Didn't find that out until my mom told me about it. I was like, wow, all right. I mean, the more you know, but yeah, that's just like, you know, for there's, you know, there is one thing I was gonna talk about, but yeah, I was like, I just hopefully AI and on those stuff like that one day where it's like we out here fighting robots and things. But here's the thing though, I because that's what like overall like what I started thinking of when I was getting ready to do this video was that there's people out there already kind of showing, not so well, I wouldn't necessarily say showing, but like they were doing things I guess like that in a way like where AI, it's like it's because yeah, you know, you can tell like the difference between when something is real and when something is fake. And so yeah, at times, you know, you'll see AI videos, it'll be like AI videos or pictures where it'll be like video of Trump fighting Obama, and it's like, okay, I know that's AI and stuff. Or even if it's a picture of it and things. May I remind you guys, because I feel like people will see stuff like that and be all like, you know, like, oh, we ain't gonna be able to tell the difference, fam. Didn't we not have people that were, and we still have people doing it till this day, clickbaiting, where they have like this over the top thumbnail making it seem like, oh yeah, like this is the latest thing that they're gonna add, and like, cause no, so that was the video that I seen prior before, was that somebody had made a Call of Duty. It's like one of those like PC videos where they up the graphics and stuff. The graphics didn't look no different than like an Xbox or a PlayStation graphics. But no, so that's what they did with the thumbnail, made it seem like that it was like some actual realistic looking soldiers and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fam, and people be getting on AI. Meanwhile, you have it where people be taking AI in their own, like, and this was long before AI, but they were like taking it in their own hands and stuff, just being their own AI bot, creating some stuff that was over the top and unrealistic. And it's like, yeah, we could tell that that's fake. So I just think that now the conversation is we could tell that that's AI. But I'm like, fam, this has been going on for years now, where we had people, you know, faking stuff and things. So yeah, I mean, like, if it's being used for good, or if it's like, you know, like, yeah, if it's accurate, then I don't see an issue with it. But if it's being used for bad, where it's like, yeah, you know, you got people out there trying to start stuff, or what else, creating things that shouldn't be created and then yeah, then that's when it's like, you know, stuff like that needs to be. But I just think that AI, it needs to be, because I think what anybody can develop AI and stuff, like they could develop some sort of like AI bot. Cause yeah, look at Twitter. It was like, yeah, you would like last year they didn't have no AI system, or a year before that at least they have no AI system. All of a sudden now they got an AI system and stuff. Same with like Chat GPT, we looked at one day. So I think if they make it a little bit harder to develop AI, but that's the thing though, where it's like I eventually it is gonna get to a point where any and everybody's gonna be able to develop AI. So I just think that there needs to be some sort of service that AI goes through. So where I guess like if a person does try to like use it for bad, it's detected, and then, you know, then their service gets shut down and stuff. So I think that would be a good idea, but I don't know, man. You know, let's AI, it's still kind of in like its early access stages and stuff, so we really don't know what the future holds for AI. Hopefully it's a good future, but yeah, if not, I'm like that. Yeah, I would recommend you guys start getting on AI's good side before it be a situation. I ain't trying to have no iRobot stuff. Robot like looked at me and it's all like, you know, but if it's, I feel like if I'm on its like good graces and things, they're like, nah, you were one of the good ones. Like we ain't gonna do nothing to you. You step back. But that one right there, yeah, we going after him. So, but yeah, I just think that if AI, if it's being used for bad, then yeah, then, you know, then we got a problem. But if it's being used for good, then I'm like, or something silly, then yeah, then I'm like, I personally don't see the issue with it. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and peace.